Alright, so I've been making a few bad decisions when it comes to my money, and that's because I've been picking up a lot of new things. So behind me, I have all of my financial mistakes, or pretty much my recent pickups for the last month or so. I've been wanting to do more videos like this of like the clothes that I picked up for a while now, so I'm very excited to start today's video. I picked up a lot of clothing pieces, I picked up some accessories, but the first piece that I want to start off with is going to be the sweatshirt behind me. The reason why I want to start off with this one is because this one was actually gifted to me. Everything else I bought by myself. When I saw this piece, I knew I instantly had to pick it up, so I am very happy with this piece. And then just in general, sweatshirts are one of my favorite pieces for the fall and winter. Most of the pieces that I have behind me are going to be for exactly that, the fall and winter, so the more colder seasons. And of course, I always talk about that I'm a fan of the green colorway. This one I really like. The shirt I'm wearing I really like, so I wanted to get that one out the way. But I guess besides that, I kind of want to talk about the accessories that I picked up first. So I've said it in the past, but I have really been big on hats lately, more specifically fitted MLB hats. So one of the recent ones that I picked up was going to be this one. This one's not an MLB one, but it's going to be a Fear of God collab with New Era fitted hats. So this is definitely one of my favorite hats right now. And besides this one that I have on right now, I have two more hats that I picked up that I'm a really big fan of. This one I actually wore in a previous video already. So some of these recent pickups, since they're going to be within the last month, some of them you may have seen them in my previous videos, but I kind of wanted to talk about them a little bit more. And then some stuff behind me I barely got recently, so there's still brand new pieces that I haven't showed off yet. So it's definitely going to be a little bit of both. But this one I've showed off already. This one I can't honestly remember if I've worn it in a video already, but it's going to be a Detroit MLB hat. Both of these are navy. I have been a really big fan of navy hats lately. This one's in black, but it has a green brim. But yeah, nonetheless, I think those are really good pickups. The next accessories that I'm going to be talking about that I recently picked up is something that I have finally started to get into, because I've been wanting to get into this for a while now. I've said it so many times in the past that I will, but I just haven't. But here is the time. I'm finally going to be talking about colognes. Now, I bought 3 colognes. I still haven't opened them yet. I've been waiting to open them for this video. But the main difference is because I'm starting to build a cologne collection. So I posted on my story on YouTube to DM me some colognes on Instagram, and I got quite a few lists. So this is going to be the first one that I picked up. All of my colognes I picked up from Macy's. For some reason, I kept going at separate times. So they were on 3 different days, but every single day that I came in, they gave me the scent to smell on a little piece of paper. And honestly, I think out of all of them, this is probably one of my favorite ones. But I wanted to give a quick thank you to the person who put me on this one specifically. I really don't want to mispronounce your name, but I'm going to leave it right here. Again, I just always want to say that I'm thankful for you guys, whether it's you guys leaving me something nice or whether you're putting me on something that you really like yourself. So that definitely doesn't go unnoticed. But without further ado, let's open up this cologne. This one I did see it's pretty popular as well, because I've seen a few other guys talk about it as well. The can is definitely one of the more weirder ones, but here is the actual cologne. So to me, the first thing that stood out was going to be the bottle. I thought the bottle was really funny in my opinion. I honestly laughed when the lady brought it out. I immediately knew right off the bat that she thought that I was acting like a 5-year-old when I laughed at the bottle. But either way, the scent's really good, so I definitely recommend this one. Honestly, I feel like I always mispronounce the name, but I'm just going to say JPG Le Male Intense. This is definitely going to be one of my favorite ones and going to be one of my go-tos. Alright, the next cologne that I picked up, again, it's in the bag. This one I did see a lot throughout all the lists. But either way, for this one, I do want to give a quick thank you to my boy Had. Let me know if I pronounced that right. I apologize if I didn't. But in this bag is going to be Blue de Chanel. This one, as soon as I smelled it in store, I instantly knew I had to pick it up. This one definitely was one of my favorite scents. Again, I do prefer the other one, but I'm definitely going to be wearing this one a lot as well. Alright, so as soon as I open up this one, the bottle is going to be pretty normal, so nothing to laugh about at this one, but the scent is really good. I honestly wish I was better at knowing more about colognes. I know a lot of people use specific words to describe the scent. I'm still pretty new when it comes to colognes and scents, so I don't really want to give off false information. I just want to let you know that these smell really good. But I do promise that as I start to learn more about colognes, I'll start to extend my vocabulary for them so I could use the right words. But either way, the next one is going to be one that I have been told to pick up for so long now. The first person to put me on, it was a long time ago, so I can't really give a straight up thank you, but to everybody who recommended to me YSL, thank you. I think it was maybe 2 or 3 months ago when people first started to tell me to pick this one up, but I just haven't. And today is finally the day. I finally picked it up. And again, this one smells incredible. This one I actually bought on Black Friday, so it was a little bit cheaper. This one I do like as well because it came with a normal bottle as well as a little mini portable bottle. So that I really do like as well. I don't know where I'm going to keep it quite yet. My first thought was to keep it in my car, but then literally everybody told me not to keep it in my car. Everyone yelled at me that it's just going to make the cologne go bad. So apparently not, but it definitely would be nice and convenient to keep it in my car, but again, probably just won't. And other than that, that's pretty much it for the colognes that I picked up. But every single time I went into Macy's to go buy a new cologne, they kept giving me some sample packs to try out. So these are just little mini bottles. These I was gonna keep in my car. I feel like I wouldn't care if they went bad just because they're small anyways. I think my favorite one is probably gonna be Aqua de Geos, so I might be picking this one up pretty soon. Other than that, they gave me 2 more YSL ones, but that's pretty much it for the colognes that I picked up. There's quite a few other ones. I just didn't really want to get into them too much. I didn't want to make this entire video about colognes because I still have more things that I want to talk about. But the thing is, I still want to pick up quite a few more colognes because I have been really big into them. So again, DM me on Instagram if you want to recommend me some colognes. I really would appreciate that. I'm gonna be building a collection from here on out, so I'd really appreciate if you can help me with that. Other than that, we could really just talk about clothes now. But yeah, pretty much everything behind me is going to be like some more jackets and more outer pieces, because obviously in the fall and winter, jackets are really important. And I always say that you need a good base layer. And if you're wondering about the shirt that I have on and the shirt that I've been using in the B-roll, that's exactly why I decided to partner with one specific brand. But let me get in a more comfortable place to talk to you about that. I always get questions about the best base layers and the joggers that I have been wearing a lot of recently. So let me introduce you to today's video sponsor, Rule of Threads. I have been a huge fan of their clothes and I've worked with them in the past, so I've brought up their name, and that's how much of a fan I have been of them. When it comes to a nice solid base layer, I personally go with Rule of Threads, because yeah, you can pick up any plain shirt pretty much anywhere, but I don't think most people understand how important it is to have a nice, comfortable, high quality base layer. The shirts that I got from Rule of Threads are some of the most high quality pieces that I've ever laid my hands on. So these are pretty much my go-to base layers. So I have them in black, I have them in green, and I have them in this colorway that I'm wearing right now. With these 3 colors, I can literally throw on any top piece and it's going to look good. And not only that, they also have Henleys, which I am a really big fan of. I have Henleys in navy, I have ones in gray, I also have one in white. These are just some of my go-to pieces from Rule of Threads, so that's why I highly recommend them. And then also, me personally, I've said in the past, but it is so important to have some comfortable pieces in your wardrobe. And me personally, I'm just not a big fan of wearing jeans every single day. I'm a big believer in a perfect balance of comfortability and style. And I think joggers are a really perfect example of that. And the perfect place to get this perfect example is going to be Rule of Threads. My favorite joggers from them are going to be in the colors gray, olive green, and black. But they also have way more colors that you can explore with, because again, I'm a big believer in trying new things. So if you want to try new colors in joggers, in shirts, and you want to get the most high quality ones possible, Rule of Threads should definitely be the place that you're checking out. So if you want to pick up exactly what I'm wearing, I'm going to be leaving the link in the description, because Rule of Threads is going to be the first link in the description if you want to check them out. Because like I said, I always get comments and questions about these pieces. So the next thing that I picked up is going to be a hoodie from Hollister. This one I haven't worn yet, but I know I'm going to be wearing this a lot just because I already have a Hollister hoodie exactly like this in a green colorway. And that one I have worn in my videos, and I always get questions and comments about it. People always ask me where I get it because it's so nice. It's from Hollister. Usually I think they're about $40 or $50, but I bought this one for 20% off because of Black Friday. So I'm really happy with this pickup. I'm going to be wearing this a lot. Alright, so the next thing that I picked up is going to be a Calvin Klein quarter zip. Quarter zips I have been a really big fan of lately. I've said it so many times. And this Calvin Klein one I thought was really nice. This one is definitely one of my more comfy ones, and I really like the simple Calvin Klein text on the actual sweatshirt. I decided to pick it up in the color black just because black goes with everything, but now I feel like I have too much black in my wardrobe, so now I'm definitely going to be experimenting with different colors, which I have behind me. I'm going to be talking about that later on as well. But either way, this was a good pickup, and I really am excited to start wearing this. Alright, the next thing that I picked up was something completely random in my opinion. This is something that I never thought that I was going to get, and that is going to be a turtleneck sweater. So this one I picked up from Zara. It's just a plain navy turtleneck. I have gotten a few questions on how to style a turtleneck and what to be wearing with the turtleneck. Truthfully, I'm going to be experimenting with this myself to see what I like the best, and eventually I'll get more into it into my videos. But either way, I'm really happy that I picked it up. Again, I'm always trying to try new things and explore different ways to dress better, and I think a turtleneck is definitely going to help me with that. Here is the next jacket that I picked up. Again, bomber jackets are something that I have been a really big fan of, so when I saw this from Forever 21, I instantly knew I had to pick it up. I think the actual retail price is about $35 or $40. They had a huge sale going on. It wasn't even Black Friday yet at the time, but they were having a huge sale on, and I ended up picking up this jacket for only $25, which is a really good price for any jacket, especially a bomber jacket. So again, as far as colors go, I don't really have this color. I don't really see it too much, and since I'm trying to explore new colors and see what looks good on me, I decided to pick up this one. I think it's kind of like a beige off-white color. Either way, I'm really excited to wear this. I think it's a really good pickup for the fall and winter. Alright, the next piece that I decided to pick up was going to be this brown sweatshirt from H&M. This one was insanely cheap. I think it was only like $16 or $18 after the sale price. Again, it wasn't even Black Friday. H&M just always has sales. Because some things behind me I did get on Black Friday, I probably should have mentioned that. This brown colorway is a color that I have been wanting to get into for so long now. I think it looks so good, especially right now since it's the fall. This color looks really good. And when I saw this sweatshirt, I knew I had to pick it up. The next thing that I want to pick up is this color in a hoodie or maybe even a jacket, so I'm really excited about that. All right, anyways, the next thing that I picked up was going to be this black jacket. This one I actually did wear in my videos probably about a month ago, but I decided to save this one for last because since it's one of my older recent pickups, people have already seen it. But either way, I still wanted to talk about this a lot because I love this jacket. This is going to be a Dickies worker jacket. I picked this one up from ASOS. Fortunately, I did pay full price for it, which was about $100. But either way, this is probably going to be one of my favorite jackets to wear when it gets cold. This one is really thick. It's really comfortable. I really like the aesthetic of the jacket. Again, it was a little bit pricey, but I don't think it was a bad pickup at all. I know I'm going to be wearing this a lot. But anyways, that's pretty much it for today's video. So I hope you did enjoy. And if you did, make sure to leave a like. I'd really appreciate it. Again, this is a series that I want to start doing probably every month or so whenever I get new pickups. But like I said, that's pretty much it. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.